Okay, test, test. Let's see how that sounds. Does it sound okay? I feel like the microphone's a little bit. Oh wow, is the delay better too? I feel like the delay's better too. But no, I think the volume's a little low. So if it's too low, let me know. Welcome. I'm just gonna screw around in Zelda for an hour, and this will probably be one of the last, if not the last, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom stream. I just kind of want to, for anyone that cares or was watching previous, um, to show you guys, which it would be awesome if I took off the funny picture. I just wanted to show what I've done, and kind of just put a little bow tie on anyone that was following previous. So I found every light route. So every light route is done. Excuse me. I did every single story thing. I beat the game by accident, and I went back and I finished the story. I didn't do that on stream. Oh my god, I did these. Oh my god. Excuse me. Woo! And so yeah, I have all my freaks here. My 5 freaks. Pretty much have explored most of the map. I'm not gonna 100%. I mean, I say that I'm gonna find shrines. I'm just gonna kind of look around. I'm not gonna, I mean, look, I know there's shrines over here, so I might do that. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that. I won't just fuck around. No, you know, I'm gonna fuck around for a bit. First thing I'm gonna do is see if I can go get some arrows. Yeah, I'm kind of done with the game. I'm good. I'm good on Zelds. So this will probably be, I'm thinking it's gonna be the last Zelda stream. There's really nothing else for me to do. There's like literally, except have voice breaks. There's nothing. I mean, I was gonna do some fun things, but that was only because we had a little substantial following. I feel like if you didn't, this is just kind of like I'm doing it just for the fans. No, for just anyone that was like, well, how was your progress in Zelda? And so this is just gonna be just kind of a, this one is just for the fans, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep playing Zelda probably just until Pikmin comes out. But I'm gonna play it in the way I described it the other day to my girlfriend was, I'm playing the game in a way that if you were playing Grand Theft Auto and you already did the main stuff and you just like to drive around and listen to the radio, that's kind of the vibe of it. Oh, is it too loud? Is it too loud, Marigold? Sorry. So yeah, there's just nothing else there's nothing to do. Like I said, I mean, I could do fun things. Like we could go capture Purra again. But I even fucked up my house because I was like, well, I want to do a certain thing with the house. That's not fun anymore. We already did that. There's just no real like, oh my god, I want to do these things anymore. It's done. I'm done. That's what I was saying in the previous, if you didn't watch the Mario Kart stream, what I was saying is, I'm kind of at the point where it's like, well, that's it. Like, it's kind of like, I feel like I'm satisfied with what I got out of the game. And now if there's DLC, of course I'm going to come back. But I don't need to get every shrine. I have the costume I want. Look, literally, look, watch this. I mean, come on. I'm not even afraid. I've been zero afraid of... There's no challenge. Like, there's no game. There's no reward I'm gonna get from the game where I'm like... Except just to kill time. Like, if I need something to do with my hands. So probably be the last Zelda stream. that I do. Yeah, I'm okay with saying that. And then if I do something between now and Pikmin, it might just be Advance Wars. But I just wanted to kind of put a little end cap. No, you're fine. No, you're the one person that has that permission, so you're good. But yeah, I just kind of like I don't even fucking walk around anymore. I just have my bike. I was like, why was I not doing? So I've reached the point with the game too where I'm like, why? Like kind of what I do with Pokemon, where it's like I hold on to like I don't do fun things. Like I hold on to like really good items. I hold on to like, oh, I'm not gonna do that because I ruined. But it's like, look, I'm flying around in a bike. Like I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go over here now. Like, look, I'm just gonna land here. Okay, cool. Like I was like, why didn't I play this game like this from the start? I just kind of walk around and I fuck with these guys and I just go, what's up, bitches? And I land. And then they're like, oh no, he's back. So yeah, speaking of, where'd the bike go? Also, if you were part of the previous streams, which I know no one was, but if you were, I might have figured out, I found a new cable. And it looked like during Mario Kart, it was not doing the glitchy thing. So I'm hoping that we don't have the glitch problems again. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, like, literally, 53, like, of the, okay, so if you do it by, look at this, 78! I'm like, what am I doing? Apparently you use that to upgrade some armor that I'm never gonna use. I was just like, I found my favorite armor, so this is my look. So I'm trying to look like Mario. I'm like, hello, my name is Linkio. So I have my red hat, I have my Mario hat, my white Mario gloves, and then my overalls. And see, he still has the red, like Mario would. So this is my Link Mario. And don't give me shit, because we know a certain chat member that she probably has it all pink, and he's like, hello, I'm Peach Link. So, don't give me shit about this. I want to be Mario Link. I loved Ravio Link, but this is a good costume. Especially since if you look, like, power-wise, it's like really powerful. Oh shit! Ah! So yeah. Oh yeah, no, I did all that too. And you know what? That was like disheartening for me. You know what was sad about the new Pokemon? I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to keep like all these items, and I still didn't have a good time. I played it in a way where I was like, you know what? I don't have to keep all these revives. And I was like, oh, it just doesn't matter. They just are like, here, you want to play? You want to win the game? But Zelda reached that point for me too. I think that's a Nintendo problem. Playing Pikmin, I felt that too. It's like they want you. Okay. You play Elden Ring, or you play like a Capcom. Like you play a game by a company not Nintendo. Let's just put it like a competent company. Let me put it that way, because even I'm sure indie games do this too. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna have some difficulty. Like we want this to be a challenge. We want it to be where you play it and it grows with you. I feel like Nintendo, their philosophy with gaming is, oh, we just want to kind of have people play our game. We just want to make money. Not that that's not anyone else's goal, but I feel like at some point they're like, look, let's just give them, just fucking here. Press A to win. I think and I don't think it's just a Nintendo thing. I only play Nintendo games, but that's something that I've noticed with Nintendo, where it's like, oh, just press A to win. Just press A. At some point, they're just like, oh, just do this. And what happens is, because I'm an old man gamer, I'm like, oh, I think I make the game harder than Nintendo wants the game to be. I think Nintendo, are you fucking joking right now? You mother, are you, okay, good. I think that it's like shit like this. Like, I'd be like, oh, I need to get like 1,000 bombs before I get in here. And they're like, no, you just need like 2 bombs. And here's 8 other ways I think they just want it. Okay, I think it's a roundabout way of saying, I think they just make their games accessible to any audience. And maybe they've always done that, so maybe, like, it's not like when I was playing Super Mario Brothers 3, it was, like, the most challenging game in the world. Having said that, I think if you gave someone Mario Brothers 3, and you gave someone this game is more user-friendly, and it might just be the technology, right? But I think there was a learning curve, but it might have been at the fault of the actual, what am I doing in here? Okay, I'm gonna look for the little booblo. It might have been the fault of the technology itself, so, I don't know. I thought about that when I was playing this game. I'm like, oh, this isn't, oh my god, I just blew up myself. Like, oh my, this is not as intuitive as I thought it should be. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do I know about game design? So, I don't know anything about game design. Are you kidding me? I don't know anything about game design, so don't listen to me. But, as someone that plays the video games, these are just some takeaways. There's some hot takes. Hot Jesse takes. Oh, fuck. Oh, haha, he can't get me. Oh, and he immediately almost dies. So, yeah. I'll do a defense up. And we'll eat some shit on. And I need to eat dinner soon. I need to go make dinner, so. I'll probably just do this and then take a break and then eat dinner. And then maybe tonight. Or we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling in an hour. Oh, wow. Okay, well then, see that? I took one game design class. And literally the final project was make your own game. And I tried to make like a very complicated Zelda ripoff. I tried to make like... I didn't mean to make... I was trying to make like a Zelda Metroid action RPG. Which, as a Mario gamer, I should have never... Like, what authority do I have? But I was like, this would be an interesting, like, I didn't want to just make like Wahoo Man game. I was like, well, if I had to make an RPG, like if I had to make a Zelda, what would I do as a non-Zelda? So I was like, I was trying to channel Earthbound vibes, and it just did not go well. And then I laughed at the professor. He's like, yeah, me and my 4-year-old, we have a Minecraft YouTube channel. I'm like, and I was like, well, I have a YouTube channel. And he got, you know, I've been humbled since then. And I didn't flunk out of the course. I just thought it was a waste of my time, so I stopped going to the class. And he just, like, passed me out of, like, sympathy. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so I need to do this. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of how... You know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Give me one... Oh, I'd have to... Oh, yeah, that's okay. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I can show you if I can find it. I have to plug in my hard drive. And I have to turn off the... I might as well. We'll take this little side... We'll take this... Who cares? We'll take this little side quest real quick. I just want to show you, Marigold, since you mentioned it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. There. Okay. Archie. No, you're not gonna get banned. We were just kidding. I'm just waiting. I'm kind of just wasting. I just wanted to show. I got every light route, so I'm just kind of like, this is the last Zelda stream I'm gonna do. Not Zelda completely, but in terms of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. This is gonna be my last one. I'm just Marigold was mentioning about college, and I wanted to show something that I made in college where I took a game design class at UT Austin, thinking it would be fun, and then I was like, oh, this is fucking stupid. It wasn't stupid. I was stupid. Intro to screen. No. Let me see. Narrative production. Maybe I didn't save it. No, I could have sworn I saved it. BG game. Here we go. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, so it was a script. You have to write a script. Let me see. Yeah, I called it The Legend of Zeke. Come on, open. Yeah, The Legend of Zeke. I'm just trying to find. You have to write, like, you have to script it out, and then let me see. And then you have to design. I just want to show the map. I made like a map, but it was like a very bad version of. I made like a little guy like myself. Yeah, I don't think I have this. Damn. I wish I know I can see it in my head, the map that I made. But I don't know where. Cuz by the time that I got to that part of my education, I kind of had checked out. So, yeah, no, I can't find it. It's not going to be scratch thumbs. What is this? We had to create it in a program he told us about. Let me see, what's this? It's an MP3 file. Let me see what it does. Oh yeah, I had to make like my own music and shit. But it was basically about a boy. He gets sucked into the video game. Like, of course, right? I watched. It was like Yeek, but like if Yeek had a child and he was a single dad and he was self-absorbed. That was the that was the game. Yeah, I don't think I have. I'll check one more. Yeah, because by the time that I took that class, I kind of was done with UT. Done with their dumb bullshit, so. Yeah, no, I can't find it. Okay. I just wanted to look. Sorry, I'm not reading chat, so give me 1 second. Let me eject this. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. Okay. Let's see. Is it working? No. Of course it's not gonna work. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I might have to. It might not let me just like go back and forth. That's cool, Marigold. That sounds like a cool game. I was just kind of when I did mine, I was just what I was proud of. What I liked about it is I was figuring out the logic tree of like, okay, if you make this decision, like I didn't want it to be where like I wanted it to be like if you lose, you didn't get game over. You got thrown into a different logic tree. So there was like, for example, there was one part where like you had to fight like these three, like there were three sisters, and they were basically like it was like wisdom, courage, and strength, right? Like you would in Zelda. And if you beat all three of them, that was like the best, right? The good route. And it'd be 2 out of 3. Well, you got thrown into the not as good route. But then if you beat 2 out of 3, but if you beat the red instead of the green, or you know what I mean, like it just got to a point where I was like, oh, I want to do all this, and this, I kind of overcomplicated it because I was like, well, if I made a video game, I want something. I hate in video games where it's like you're stuck. But I think the thing that I realized, and this is something that a lot of young filmmakers run into as well. And it made me. That's why I think the muscle to make art it's a different muscle, in a in a metaphorical sense, based on the different art, right? So I realized I was like, oh, the art of making a game is different than making a film. My passion for gaming kind of influenced my desire to make. I wasn't trying to make a video game. I was trying to correct things I found wrong with video game. Where the fuck did that thing go? Are you kidding me? What? Why? Why did that happen? I tried to correct things that I found, like that, for example. I would be like, that doesn't disappear. It stays there. But I don't realize object permanence, like, and how that affects your. I was trying to do things that I didn't understand. So it's like when you make a movie and it's like, well, I hated movies when they do these things. But sometimes you have to do those. Like, I hate how many cuts there are in a movie. So I'm going to have two characters stand there and talk. Well, yes, that's something that you can. That's definitely an artistic. That's definitely an artistic choice. But there are technical things that you can do to accomplish the same goal. And I didn't know that the technical side of it I took for granted. So it's like watching The Room. My video game was like if it was the Room version of gaming. Where I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. But I was very self-aware about it, so then I was like, fuck it, then I don't want to do it. Instead of being like, oh, yes, Mark, it's going to be great movies. But yeah. No, I mean, I'm good at coding, too. Dude, I've been on computers since I was a baby. Oh, God, I'm a pretty epic pro gamer, Archie. Oh, no, my point is, there's a nuance to all. I feel, and maybe it's just me with my old man brain. I feel there's a nuance that comes with a lot, like even with my streaming. I think it's the dumbest shit that I do, right? Like I think this is like the stupidest, easiest shit that I do. But there's a nuance that I want to hit when it comes to streaming, when it comes to certain things, and I understand the rhythm. I understand the game. Like I understand. I see the moving parts, and I think I'm too. I hate movies. I hate movies. Like I don't know if that's not the right word. I think movies. I hate societies. I hate how much they. How can I put it? I don't hate movies. I hate how inaccessible people think the movies industry is. I hate how people think, oh, that's, oh, you have to have, and I'm like, no, it's fucking easy. It's stupid. These are stupid fuckers that got lucky. And they were in the right place at the right time. I'm gonna do this. And so, but I realize that it's just, I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm gifted. I mean, you guys have seen my shit, so you know that I'm, I'm not like fucking, Christopher Nolan. But I know how to make a Christopher Nolan level. If I had his budget, yes, obviously I would know how to make that. But I have no passion for film. It's not like I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I just can't wait to see Oppenheimer or Barbie. Of course, like, I'm gonna go see it. But it's just, I don't have a DVD collection. I don't care. To me, it's kind of like, it's like working at McDonald's. That movie making is like working at McDonald's. It's a job. It's not some, sitting here playing video games like this. Oh, I love this. For me is probably the way Christopher Nolan would see movies. And you'd think, oh, well, that would make you a very good game developer. But I care too much. Like, I care too much. I'm worried about, I nitpick too much. I want too many different things to be good. I don't have the patience. Whereas with film, because I don't give a shit about it. To me, filmmaking is just about making money. I'm just trying to feed my family. I will make whatever bullshit you want. And I see those, and it's not that movies can't be art, but what I feel is like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna make the right opinion about shit like this. Like, for example, I was in the waiting room to take care of something today, and I saw them talking about some like film festival that they're holding here locally, and I was like, all I was doing was sitting there being like, oh, this is the. You sit there and watch it. You think it's like, oh my God, these people, oh, they're the socialites of the local, and I'm like, no, they're just dumb. They're just dumb fucks. They don't even know. This is the most easiest. I see all the parts, and to me, I do it because I'm like, I want to make it to where, I want it to be where the baby, where my newborn child could be like, oh yeah, I could do this. Like, to me, there's no challenge. Whereas they're fucking making Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. How? I can't even get these tires right. I keep fucking up these fucking tires. So, but I think because I care about video games so much, I put them on a pedestal. And so I don't, why does it keep switching? Stop switching. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Wait, stop. Okay, you know, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna fucking. Come on. No, stop it. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Anyway, okay, let me look at chat. Oh, hey, Charles. No, I just am like, movies are the easiest, dumbest shit. The amount of, okay, I'm like, I'm going to use this channel to try to get new contracts. And I'm over here being like, yeah, my job is bullshit. But it really is. But that's why people pay me. Because they're like, how could you have that opinion? I go and I do this. And to me, it's this. And then I'm like, oh, like, to me, I have clients that have told me, oh, you're a wizard. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying, like, I can't even fucking get these wheels right in fucking Tears of the Kingdom. But I've had multi-million-dollar corporations come in and be like, oh, Jesse, we're going to pay you thousands of dollars to do this thing that we think is bullshit. Oh my God! And I'm like, oh, okay. But I can't even get this right. So there you go. It's like, oh my God. It destroyed my toy. It destroyed it. Why can't I? Okay, hold on. I think I'm making this harder than I have to. Story of my life. Anyway. The point is, movies are bullshit. And that's the only point I'm trying to make. Games are difficult, movie bullshit. I sit here and I'm like, Miyamoto, how could you make this choice? But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, Pokemon bad. Pokemon bad? I'm like, Pokemon bad. I know Pokemon bad. And everyone's like, yeah, no, Pokemon is kind of stupid. We don't like this. But then someone sees my movie and they're like, movie bad. And I'm like, well, you just don't understand the art of movie making. And it's like, no, that's just life. Look, oh my God, this was the easiest bullshit. I could have just done that from the start. And I'm over here trying to make this super complicated car. Come on. Animation is hard. I actually have an idea for an animated show that I wanted to, like, I just started making, like, little animated shorts, and I was like, no. I was like, I could draw stills. I could just make still frames, and then, like, talk over them. And I thought that would be fine, but I don't want to put in the time and the effort, because there's no money in it. I'm going to make the same amount of money. I'm going to spend 8 hours drawing one frame. And I'm going to make the same amount of money as sitting here for 1 hour playing the Vigia game. So what's the point? And that's kind of how I see filmmaking too, is like, well, I could make another movie. I have a lot of ideas. It's not like I could literally go out. I could find the people, like, in a week I could get a movie I could pull a movie out of my ass. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying, you don't do this shit for almost 16 years and not know how to pull the strings and make the puppets play, right? But I'm just like, man, how much time did I lose with my family? How many other things could I have done that would have gotten me to the same position I am today with less effort, but more valuable? There's no value in making another. I don't sit here and I'm like, man, I really want you guys to see my idea about this story. I'm like, no, who cares? Now, if tomorrow Warner Brothers comes to me and is like, hey, we want you to make the next whatever hero movie, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Just tell me what, I know how to get that going. And again, it's not me sitting here being like, I know everything. Like, obviously, it will probably not be a James Gunn. It won't be a Zack Snyder. It may not be what you want. I'm not saying I'm sitting here and I'm making a gourmet meal, but I know how to make a cheeseburger. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to cook. I'm not just fucking buying McDonald's every day. I can work at McDonald's. But to me, I see filmmaking like fast food. That's all it is. I don't go home and I'm like, man, I'm so glad I made that movie about a band that didn't get paid. Like, who cares? None of those people talk to me. I don't work in the local film industry anymore because they're all toxic. I get more value sitting here talking to you guys and playing the Zelds than I do making another movie. What's the point? Anyway. Yeah, out of necessity. Exactly. It's a job. It's a fun job, but it's still a job. It's work. But what I hate is it's like, no, you have to love it before we'll pay you. And I'm like, fuck you. I don't have to love anything. I literally, I can make you pay me enough. I will make you think that I love it. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna kid myself. I've had clients tell me, you should be thinking when I'm not paying you about how to, and I'm like, why? I'm not gonna. No. I went through that. I had my rookie arc. Like, I put in my time. I put in my effort. Now, does that mean I'm not gonna work hard? No, absolutely. I work hard every day. If it's something you don't value, then that relationship just won't work. And I'm fine with walking away. But don't sit here and tell me I have to write you a paragraph about why I think I'm perfect for this job. My work speaks for itself. If you watch those dumbass clips I made, if you watch those little highlight videos I made, which thank you guys if you did. Thank you for commenting as well, Jarza. You're awesome. Everyone that's watched that, I appreciate. Everyone that supports me or is even here right now, I appreciate. But, having said that, if you sit there and you watch those and you're like, no, I think this guy has got to try a little harder for me, then just don't, then I'm not going to do that. Like, that's just who I am. Like, you're not going to get more out of me. If I wanted to do more for you, I would do it. It's not like you're, like, I've had clients tell me, we're going to whip you into shape. And I'm like, I'm going to let you think you're doing that if you pay me enough. But the minute that the thing is, a lot of people will, like, my mom is like this. She will put her job over her family in the name of her family. And I'm like, once that job doesn't need you, they're going to cut you. That job does not give a shit about you. I think that's a boomer thing where they're like, the job is the money can come in. I'd rather live under a bridge. And I'm in a very luxurious place. So what the fuck do I know? And this is fucked up to say. I'd rather live under a bridge and live under that bridge with doing things my way than work 12 hours a day and come home and be dissatisfied with everything I have. Because guess what? I've already lived that life. Like, that's what led me to be where I'm at, where I have to start over. Because I was so unhappy with my life, I let other things control me. And it destroyed me. And maybe some people are able to, you know, they're mature enough. I'm not dissing. Because everyone's different. I'm saying for me, I'm going to be that guy under the bridge being like, hey, what's up? All smelly and dirty. Being like, hey, you want to watch me play some Zelda? And I'm going to like pull out. I'm going to pull out like an old ass Game Boy. It's like, ew, gross. Here's $5. Like, hey, $5. Thank you for watching. Imagine you're driving down the road and some homeless person is like, hey. And then they just hold up a Nintendo Switch and they just go, hey, hello, and welcome to my stream. That's me. Like, oh my God, get away from me, please. Okay, don't look at him. I'll be like, I know you're looking at me. Anyway. Well, I'm just like, I think there's a threshold for me. Like, I couldn't, like, my dad's brought this up to me. It's like, well, look, if you have to work at Target to provide for your family, you're gonna have to do it. And I'm like, no, I'd rather, whatever you think I have to do, I'll take care of all that, and then let me just go hungry. Like, I'm fat, I can go hungry. It's fine. Like, let me be desperate enough to be desperate enough to be naked. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm sitting here saying like, oh, I wouldn't change who I am, but I sit in a very millennial, you know, a spot where I'm letting, like, things are hanging in the balance. You know, I'm in a position where it's like do or die, and I don't see die. I see die as I see myself as the main character, but I don't understand that real life is chaos. You know, I say that I do, but I don't think that sinks in until you're at a level where you're desperate. So that's what I've tried to implore to, like, people that try to support me. Is like, look, no, let me get desperate, because then I will make the right choice. But don't let people that I care about suffer. Let me be the one that suffers. Let me learn the responsibilities. That's the only way that I learn. I can sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to be authentically me, But man, if it's been 3 days since I've had a good meal, motherfucker, I'm gonna go flip burgers at McDonald's. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna smile and do that and walk away and go home, and I'm gonna sneak some burgers while I'm working there. You know? Like, I will do what it takes to survive. And I think that phrase, I think, is my mantra. I will do whatever it takes to survive. And I don't think there's a morality clause with that. I think if you start, I think you need to be a certain type of person to not take advantage of that, and you got to know the responsibility of what a phrase like that means. But okay, let me put it this way. I've had friends that have asked me, okay, if I had a gig for you, but it was someone that you don't agree with politically, would you still take that gig? And I'm like, man, I will not only take that job, I would wear a fucking hat. Like, if it pays, me working that event, it's not like they're saying Jesse, it's not Jesse's event. I'm just the camera guy. What I believe in my personal life, I believe in supporting my family, and I believe in money. Like, I have to. I don't think there's allegiances when it comes to that. Now, what I actually believe might be different. And is that something that maybe people that agree with my agenda wouldn't like to hear? Absolutely. But those people that agree with my agenda, I haven't seen a single one of those motherfuckers give me work. I haven't seen a single one of those people be like, oh, Jesse, how are you? But I've seen people from across the aisle be like, hey, Jesse, I have this opportunity for you. And it's nothing politically related, but those are the people that everyone tells me to hate. And I'm like, well, yeah, I don't agree with them. If someone came to me and was like, would you put that person in jail for something that they said? I'd be like, oh, yeah, like, fuck them. But if they have an opportunity for me, don't bite the hand that feeds. That's all I'm saying. Exactly. I don't have, I'm kind of, like I said, I'm a walking contradiction. I don't have the luxury to be picky, but I have the audacity to have a choice. I have the audacity to have a choice. Thank you, Archie. Thank you, Archie. Archie winning the pin wars. Come on, guys. I'm sitting here and I'm playing fucking video game in the middle of the afternoon. Well, obviously. Okay. Obviously. Okay, well, no, I can't say obviously. There are certain things. I do have a standard. Right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and exactly, Marigold, like you just said. Like, there are certain things. But it's a fine line. Like, okay, so one of this kind of ties to some pop culture drama, which this channel will start delving into. I'll get back to doing the podcast. This is kind of a podcast. Because I'm just fucking around. No one's sitting here being like, man, I'm watching this for this engaging Zelda playthrough. But no. So one of the things we can talk about is like the Jonah Hill drama. I don't know if you guys know, but Jonah Hill, the guy from Superbad, the fat guy. I mean, that's what he's gonna always be. Dreadlock, dirty-looking man now. Fat baby from Superbad. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a fat baby. I'm a fat baby right now. But I was a gross, greasy man too, just like he's a gross. I was gross and greasy in a different way, but now he's gross and greasy. He has some drama where he was taking advantage of underage women, which I've never done. And I was just like, wow. And it's gonna be swept under the rug. Well, because you like his movies. And I'm like, well, there you go. There you go. There you go. You can sit here and it's easy to judge Mr. Nobody, but Mr. Haha makes me laugh because he's fat, or because haha he make baseball movie, or haha he make documentary about therapists. He gets away with it. Even if he gets canceled, look at what they did with Louis C.K. Look at what Dave Chappelle says. I mean, come on. Fucking John Mulaney had the same problems that I have. And he's making millions of dollars off of it because his best friends we're fucking the Saturday Night Live people. You know, it. I'm saying it doesn't matter in a new way. It doesn't matter because all that matters is that you hold yourself accountable and that you're okay with the decisions that you make. To me, everyone's an adult. Everyone has their own. Well, okay, if you're in this stream and you're listening to this, I assume you're an adult. But at least if you're not an adult, well, your parents are adults and they have to live, they had to take responsibility for the decisions they make. I'm not going to sit here with a ukulele and apologize for the decisions that I make. But I'm also not going to make the decision to sit there and tell you about my sex life in a private chat. And be like, oh yeah, I fucked this, you know, I did all this, and hey, tell me about your sex life. You're like, I'm 13, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, tell me. Like, I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I need to apologize to you with my ukulele. But you have to take responsibility for that if you put yourself in that position. Just like I did with the Jesse Filmmaker shit. Like, I had to take responsibility for a lot of shit, and I was like, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm gonna take responsibility and move forward. I'm not gonna continue to carry around this corpse. But am I gonna like change who I am? No. You can. This is something that I told a lot of my acting friends that would be like, man, I'm not having any success in Austin, so I'm gonna move to California. And I'm like, you can move to a different state, but you can't stop being yourself. Like, yes, will you have more opportunities in a different state? Absolutely. But I'm of the vibe that, especially in this day and age, we have people in the middle of nowhere having careers. You can't tell me that going to Hollywood is gonna give, maybe if you're lucky, but how many millions of people are trying to do that? You should try to hone you should be confident in your abilities and not say, I'm just gonna I'm gonna move over here because I'm confident in my abilities and my tenacity and my hustle. Not because, don't blame your environment, blame yourself. And I'm just saying that as someone, this reinvention of myself that I'm doing is like the 10th time I've been someone different. Like, I've lived so many lives. That's why I always say that. I'm like, I have so many extra lives that people don't realize that. Like, I was literally walking around as a fat little fucker today. And I walked in front of a gym, and I could tell that the people were like, oh, look at this fat guy. Like, yo, he has an energy drink, and he doesn't know. And I'm like, bitch, I've won marathons. Like, come on. Like, I've been you. And I was so unhappy that I'm choosing to be this right now. Like, it made me this. So you just spent an hour hustling. I've spent many hours hustling. So don't walk out scoffing at me, little fat ass, because I'm a fat ass today, but you don't know who I was yesterday. You don't know who I'm going to be tomorrow. And so that's kind of where I'm coming at. And I know when I say that stuff, I sound like the guy wearing a mask, like where you see that meme where it's like, no guys, I'm cool, like where it's like the smiley face mask and he's crying on the inside. But I'm just kind of like, I guess that's like, you know, what us old people call projecting. I'm not trying to project. What I'm trying to say is, look, I'm just gonna be me, take it or leave it. So yeah, anyway, back to Zelda. There you go. Yeah, don't judge. Yeah, it's a lot of projection too. And I'm honestly, I can say that I do that. I can say that I make that mistake. I project, you know. I project a lot. I had a conversation with my girlfriend today where I realized, you know what, you're projecting your own insecurities and you're packaging them in a toxic way. So take a step back. And I had to realize that, right? I think that's part, like, I'm not fucking perfect. I'm sorry. I have insecurities. I have weaknesses. And I think the problem becomes people, like, if I were to say that and be like, look, this is how I feel, I think the conversation should end there. Like, oh, hey, I'm projecting an insecurity. You're right. If it makes you uncomfortable, I shouldn't make those kind of jokes. And the conversation ends there. It should not continue into, but then when you do this, it makes me uncomfortable. Because then it becomes like well, I'm okay with this, but why are you not okay? Like, no one's going to listen to that. When that situation presents itself, I should be able to freely express myself just like she does in this situation. And if that's not reciprocated, that's a larger issue. But it's not. I think what I've done in the past, because I'm an immature little boy, is I've been like, well, why does Vinny Vinesauce get to be a streamer and Jesse Filmmaker does it? And it's like, it's a different person. Like, fuck you. Like, who cares? You know? The honest is on me. It's on me to, okay, well, if you want to do that, here's what it takes. And just be that. Am I making... Yeah. Am I making sense? I don't know. I don't know if I lost the page. But the point is, I fucking hate movies. The point is, I hate movies. And the point is, I'm not going to talk about personal things. Meanwhile, here's a bunch of personal things I've been going through. What I mean is, it's not going to be like, I'm going to try to avoid... I'm going to give nebulous examples that I hope people can relate. Oh, this bitch. He's going to throw that. No, he's not. Okay. I want to still be able to, this is still my channel, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, I'm JonTron. This is exactly what happened between me and Aaron. And I'm gonna, if I need to call that out, I will. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey guys, go over and fuck with Aaron Hansen. Like, I'm not gonna do that. And it's funny because I always thought, like, why didn't John just tell us the truth of what happened? And I'm like, oh, I get it, because people are stupid. Because people are stupid. And I found that out in my own small little way. That I should have already known, because I've dealt with this already. But for me, I didn't have both parts of the... I had all of the parts of the equation, but I didn't have the equation itself. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway. So Zelda. Yeah, see, I make jokes about very traumatic events in my past because to me that's cathartic, right? But I had to realize for other people, it could be, that's not their catharsis. Like, to them, that can seem condescending, right? Like, it can seem like flippant. And I'm like, no, but for me, it's the way that I heal is by making a joke. But, which is why I didn't make, like, my channel mantra, like, don't take me seriously, because I don't take myself seriously. Because I'm like, that can come off differently to people. But yeah. I think I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to speak in a general. I think I came into life with like, oh, these are experiences and these are the way people process emotions like, we all generally process things this way. And as I experienced more of the world, as I grew older, as one does, I would hope, I was like, oh no, I don't know shit. And my way of handling things can be completely different than other people, even people that I care a lot about, that I feel very close to. I can have 9 out of 10 things in common with someone and agree with them and love them, and I could literally create them. My own son, my 16-year-old, literally spend almost every day of his life with him. And the way he processes things is a completely different way that I do. And I didn't, I took for granted that nuance of life. And so anyway, that's why, guys, we're playing Legend of Zelda right now. The audacity of me to talk about these topics during Zelda. But that's why I wanted to kind of do this stream, to kind of just sit here and let my brain be mush and chill and you know, like, what am I even doing in Zelda? What is there even? There's nothing to do. There's nothing interesting to do in this game. So I'm actually even gonna probably cut it here in the next like 5-10 minutes. Or you know what? I think I'm good right now. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have dinner. If I do one more stream, I will probably do something fun. It'll probably be later tonight. Yeah, I get that, Marigold. I'm reading your messages right now. I'm sorry that I wasn't like looking at them completely. Um, but yeah, Marigold, you get it, and I hope most people that are watching this get it. And that's what we do here. We just fuck around and we live life. This is the live life stream. Right now we have, you know, we're in a very fortuitous position. Because think about trying to do this on a Germa stream. It's not going to be possible. He's got to be funny, silly man all the time. I think that's what I like about like someone like Vinny. Is like he's still a real person. Not that Germa isn't. But I think at some point you reach that game grump level where it's like, okay, well, I got to be funny, silly man. And what I never want to do is lose who I am. And I think that's what I value about someone like Vinny, or Oni, or any of those. You know, Lyle, same thing. Like, yes, they're going to be funny, silly. Like, I'm still going to be, like, we're going to play Mario Party probably later tonight. I'm going to be like, oh, hello, Wahoo, man. Hello, it's me, Mario. I'm gonna win the game. Like, I'm still going to be that stupid fuck. But we're in a fortuitous position because, look, Marigold, you and I can talk like this, and there's not 50 messages blocking you. Like, there's not so many people here that like, I had to pick and choose who to listen to. I can put value into every message you send. So there's some, in being a nobody, everyone is a somebody. They're crying. No, but anyway, yeah, I feel good. I feel good about this. I'm going to stop now. And I will see y'all maybe later. Let me have some din-din. Let me see how I feel. And maybe we'll play some Mare Part. If not, then regardless, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. And yeah, we're not going to do Zelda anymore. There's nothing to do. There's literally nothing to do here. So this is probably the last Tears of the Kingdom. So I will leave you guys with my baby. I'll see you next time.